Welcome once again to Saviours DND, our weekly Dungeons and Dragons stream. I hope you are all well out there in internet land. As ever, thank you for being here, and if you have not already followed us here at twitch.tv/SavioursDnD or our Twitter and YouTube that we have links below, we'd be very grateful for the support. And we will read out any new subscribers, donations, followers at the end of the stream. And any help you do give goes back into running this. We'll be very thankful. How is everybody today? Who shall I pick on to introduce themselves first? Oh, nobody's putting their hands up. Oh, maybe it's I think that I'll just go clockwise and start with Mr. Terrorblades.
Who's now something in his mouth, but it's fine.
Sorry, I didn't actually notice that.
No, it's fine. I play Mark Clearwater, a human cleric of Joaquin. Yeah. And she has with her a protector, dwarven fighter protector called Garvin.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. And Mr. Jabberwocky.
Yes, that is me. I am the Jabberwocky.
I am the Jabberwocky.
Fire and brimstone follows my path.
Oh God, he's
the Red Queen of Wonderland. And I play Scale, the monk thing.
Damn it.
She turns into a shark sometimes and punches Hadouken blasts made of water.
She does. It was really cool.
Super duper. Mr. Civic and our friend Emeros, or the other way around, I should have said it.
It's fine. They're one and the same.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I'm Emeros and I play Cyric, the warlock druid, yuan-ti. Yeah, that's about it.
You got. I think. I think the one thing would be a good point is to thank Mr. Dan for cool wee bit of thing that you got. Hey, he did.
Absolutely. I think I'm in chat, but absolutely. I got a piece of fan art from Dan Hobbs.
Yeah.
Cyric Discord.
I'll just pull it up there for people so that they can see it.
Yeah.
And here
What's
it is.
the word? He's a ledge. What's that word?
I mean, he's
a ledge.
That's
a ledge.
Isn't that a legend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that like a thing that English people say? He's a ledge.
Yeah, sure for
legend.
legend.
Yeah, it's a total ledge.
No.
I'll just read it out for people who can't see it. It says, keeping Record, keeping you in contact with those important to you 30 feet at a time. It's really cool. Thanks so much, Dan, for that. That's
really good.
Yeah. It's so surreal when we get stuff like that comes true, but it's so cool as well.
It's also nice when it's a stupid wee joke that
it's an inside joke. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely great. We love it. Absolutely.
Thanks so much, brother.
And last but no means least, Mr. Dombro.
Also, Dan, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Okay.
But we do that at the end of the stream.
No, you didn't hear. Jabber didn't hear.
Don't
he can do it again.
The streams.
We mustn't give good feedback. Okay. I am Dombro, and I play a Fey-gnomish boy who is mute. He is name of Alton, and he speaks through his trusty white raven called Quill, who is currently quite wet underwater. I'm Dombro. You can follow me on Twitter at Dombro, DONBR0. That's all.
Should we say our Twitter handles as well?
Whatever, man. I've taken liberties. That's all I do.
Not going back around that now. No. If you want to add that is fine. We start this week's adventure as our erstwhile heroes, the Redwall Saviours, are all stood around a rather ominous hole in the bedrock in the hold of this shipwreck. And there are some very eerie noises coming out of it. You have made your way here at the request of the Azure Wizard to perform a task in retrieving something for hers. In return, she will then help you try and find what has happened to Cyric and where he may be found. Salir, sorry, yes. Quite right. Thank you very much. You found the wreck to so far be filled with some creepy fish people. I'm not sure, did anyone actually do a check and notice what they were? I'm not sure you actually know that they're Saharan or however.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Scale did, yeah.
No, Cyric had Saharan who
Oh, he
lived
could-
near
okay.
him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's the official pronunciation.
Yeah. You have to like have a stroke mid-sentence.
I have a question, if it's okay at all, just for the chat. I've added a roll box for Cyric. Cyric, can you do a roll? Just any roll? I just want to see if you guys can read it or if I have to make it bigger.
Roll for length.
Wow. Just roll anything.
You can roll for length. You could anyway.
Wisdom check.
Well, I can't type regular commands, it seems. Oh, that's because I'm doing it in Twitch chat. Yeah, it gave me a...
Oh,
Let's see.
man.
That,
Yeah,
That's,
okay.
that's
Can I-
actually awesome.
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. Oh, you can see it. Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. That's fine. Sorry to interrupt.
No, absolutely. That was a good thing.
That's...
So, I think things are Saviours. What do you wish to do next as you are
Staring down the barrel.
staring down the barrel of the gun?
I think Alton will sort of turn. Hold on, just to double check. C-record is on right now, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Ah.
There we go. So Alton will he'll be sort of looking at his bite marks and things because he took a nasty bite a while ago, and I know we're not at full. So he will sort of turn back and he'll say, I think we should probably rest before we find out whatever he is.
Do we have to find out what he is?
Maybe not.
That's sound.
But if you were a relic that the party had to go and find, would he be easy to find, or would he be sitting underneath something that grumbles loudly?
Well, Mara looks to Scale. Do you know if these creatures... That was obviously a priestess. Do you think they would worship the thing down there?
If you feel it's appropriate for your character, you can roll a history check.
I don't feel she would, because I didn't roll very well on knowing what these things were, so I doubt I know the hierarchy of.
But if Cyric overhears this, as he obviously will, you could roll a history check if you wish as well
Absolutely.
to
This
answer
is
that
a-
question.
This is a sanguine minoris maximus.
Let's see. History. There it is. All right, so 21.
21.
Ooh.
Okay. So, as you hear that question, you know that these creatures are highly intelligent. They are quite savage in their being, as you've already seen. They did not wish to parley or anything like that. They are incredibly territorial, see almost anything as either food or enemies. Their society is always prevalent conflict and bloodletting, raiding. They have limited capacity to breathe out of the water as well. So you know that coastal villages, like fishing villages, and I think Mara Scale will know this wee tidbit, they occasionally raid sort of coastal villages and things like that as well. They usually work, I think with a 21, you also know that they usually worship an ancient god called Sikola that is a shark deity.
Ooh.
So also sometimes called the hunter or he who eats.
Okay.
Yeah, I go ahead and explain as much of it that seems relevant to the rest of just.
Huh. But sharks then, like temple cats? Yeah.
Yes, sharks are seen as holy creatures.
Okay.
Then why did they hit me in the face?
Maybe we should rest a moment, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably not go down this.
I think.
I think Garvin sort of goes, if you're meaning delaying or not going down that fucking creepy hole, I am all for it.
Yeah.
we can check out some of the other boats around here.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Let's
find something that helps us.
We
I don't
should-
know. I just don't want to go in that.
No.
No, it's fine. We come back to where the captain's place was, and wherever they were investigating a while ago. Alton sort of slowly limp his way over there.
Mm-hmm.
But we can also investigate
And
the rest
just
of
as
the
you
boat.
sort of start to turn away, there's another sort of pulsed sort of sonorous barking coming out of the cave below.
I don't want it.
I don't like that.
I don't wanna.
I don't like that at all.
Come along.
No.
But the friendship call from the cave.
I'm not taking them towards the cave, though, am I? I'm taking them away from the cave.
No. This hole in the bedrock is basically there's a busted hole in the bottom of the keel of the boat in the hold. So that's where you're standing at the moment, is the hold of the boat. But the captain's quarters, which is where you think the Baron had been using as his, is up on the top.
Yeah. We were in there investigating, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you got a small amount of gold you found in there.
Yeah.
But the other thing that when you were investigating, and a couple of you rolled very well, is that the ship was stripped clean of anything that you would normally expect to find.
Yeah. Let's go back
There's
there.
no barrels of bananas or anything like that.
How are we going to survive?
No bananas floating everywhere. Planks, cannonballs.
No. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, so
magical skull.
I assume we all just head back there to that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You certainly all think that that's a reasonable place, and if anything does appear, it's fairly well defensible as well. It's only really the door, because the upper structure of the boat is in better condition, so it's a reasonable place to sort of chill out for an hour and have a short rest if that's your intentions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alton will say, "Don't worry, I will help us rest." And throughout the Syrah chord, you hear. And it's and a song of rest. Essentially, I think you get to spend one extra hit dice. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, an hour passes. You are uninterrupted. I think if anyone's looking out, you see all manner of sort of ordinary sea creatures coming in, sort of fish, and occasionally further up, closer, seabirds diving in, and porpoises and such like. It's a very active place. Although you do notice that every time you hear these grumblings, this sonorous clicking and clacking from below, the fish will do that sort of dart and sort of disappear and take sort of 30 seconds or a minute before they come back out again. And as you rest, as is traditional, you get your XP. So that is 750 XP for all, which I think for Mara, Garvin, Cyric, and Alton means a level up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Scale, because she's a new character, she started at the bottom of
It's
the
fine. I'll just kill all of them so then they're lower than me.
There can only be one.
There can only be one. We yeah, I know. Obviously the overlays and stuff will not update till next week and stuff. But
No, they won't.
No, they won't. I said they won't. I said they won't. I was explaining that.
All right, quick maths. So what does that bring our total experience to for us three that have somewhat
63403?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, it's
but then the 750 on top of that.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, exactly. So.
So 64.
64153.
153.
Yeah.
1, 5.
We have for viewers. We have prepared this because it was quite an obvious thing it was going to happen at some point today. So
it doesn't take that long to do, but essentially, if you want to tweak your character the way you want him tweaked, you want to take time with it.
Slightly meta. Does anyone want to share anything that they get, or do you want to just leave that to show?
Show don't tell.
Yeah. Okay.
I got this cool new ability.
Yeah.
Where I can turn into a shark.
Nice.
Oh.
So you can come as the guise of their god then.
And I must
Yeah.
I am sure. Yeah.
What about at the very least? What about hit points? How has everyone done for additional hit points?
80.
I rolled 20.
Yeah,
so
no, yeah.
85.
No, I'm just for
I see.
people watching. Sorry.
I see. I'm at 85.
Cool.
Then.
Sorry, Dombro, you said
80.
Cool. Mara?
I rolled and I got a 4. So then I rolled again and I got a 3. So I stuck with the 4.
And what about for Garvin?
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry. Oh, my shoulder. As I slowly decompose. Let's see.
There's a D10 for our.
And he gets a 10.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah. It isn't often the dice rolls a 0 and you go, yes.
Right. I shall let you add that in and stuff. Sorry, just be very quick. You do get another martial archetype feature for Garvin. So at 10th level, you get to choose a second fighting style for Garvin.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
So he has protection. No, he doesn't have protection. He's got defense at the moment.
Yeah.
So we'll not worry about that straight away, but just so you can maybe have a wee think about that.
Yeah. Without getting into it, what I'd say as a level 10 bard, I get this thing called Magical Secrets, which allows me to take spells from any other class. I get to take 2 spells from any other class, so that's all.
Awesome.
I get Divine Intervention.
Okay, so
My waifu.
Has everyone rolled the hit dice and things that they want to roll for
Yep.
their short rest? And added their character sheet onto the character sheet? Okay.
Oh shit.
It's just Garvin and Mara are still looking quite beat up. That's why
No,
I
yeah, because I
asked.
was in my mind I wasn't even hit the last fight, so I don't know why.
You also, the Song of Rest gives you
weren't hit
another.
the last fight. You got hit by 2 guiding bolts. That was what the whole fun was.
Yeah, the Song of Rest gives you another
Ooh.
8 as well, by the way.
Ooh, damn. I'll fiddle with this.
That's fine. Not a problem. So, as I say, the time passes, and nothing particularly untoward or anything happens. What is the Redwall Saviour's next course of action?
During the short rest, can I have checked out around some of the wrecks, the other boat wrecks around the area?
Yeah, I mean, usually you're meant to just rest so you can speak and things like that. But for the
I'll check visually.
Expressive time. Yeah, no, that's fine. So, roll me a perception check to begin with.
$17.
Okay, with a 17. You can see that there are quite a lot of other boats here, but there's probably about 4 of them that are still in relatively good shape. That you can see the rubble sort of remains of other rotted out boats. There may be dozens of them here, so this is something that's been going on for a long time. But there are 4 other than the one that you're on that are in a reasonable state of repairs as well. So they are again quite recent wrecks. Not as good as this one, but you can tell by how many barnacles, the seaweed growth, how much it's been sort of taken over by the sea, that probably within the last few months.
There are 14 barnacles on this boat, but 25 barnacles on this boat.
Absolutely. And that is a barnacle Majori that will only inhabit after 2 years on the seabed.
Does that exist? Does the barnacle majora actually exist, or did you?
I have no idea. It might do, but I just made that up.
It sounds like something.
So did anyone who ever uttered the barnacle majora. I think that was the point of the.
Yeah.
So it's a coincidence if it's a real thing. Does Scale want to actually, once the rest's over, go and look at the other boats, or?
Nah, I don't think so.
With the 17 as well, is you don't see any evidence of any other movement bar the natural sea creatures that you see around you. Sort of octopus picking out, and crabs and lobsters, and a couple of moray eels popping out of cannons and things like that they've used as their hole for their home. And all through your rest, whilst you practically get the benefits of a short rest, you're all quite unsettled, because all the time these infrequent, they're regular but not with regularity, if you know what I mean. It's not like a metronome, but from time to time these noises continue to issue from the deep underneath you.
I assume, by now we can figure out that it's animalistic in nature, unless it's mechanical.
Well, nobody's asked me this yet, so
okay.
Anyone that wants to do,
I would like to check that. Not sure how good Alton is with nature necessarily. Not great. That's a 6.
Okay. Anyone else feeling?
Well, 6 plus a 5, so it goes over 10.
Okay.
Sure. Nature, was it?
Yes, druid.
A sea
25.
druid.
25. There you go.
So
Oh well, never mind.
Alton with his 11 gets
Barnacles.
it seems like a large creature. You get that these are natural noises. It is not machinery or magic or anything like that.
Okay.
I think even Cyric with a 25 doesn't get a lot more than what Alton does, purely because this is such an alien environment. What you do get extra is that you can feel that two things. One, there seem to be different noises coming from probably the same source. There's a clicking that seems to be like something hard being tapped against something else.
Okay.
And you also get this sort of guttural, almost a cross between a bark and a glottal sort of gasping type noise that sounds like it's being reverberated in a sort of a large, you would say lungs if this was on the land, but obviously it's highly unlikely it's something with lungs, but some sort of space that's reverberating before exiting the body, and it may also being used as some sort of sonar detection.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
25 is a good roll,
Yeah.
but you have no fucking idea what it is.
Not sure.
Sounds like a big water frog, I think. That's not his voice.
That's Quill.
Yes. Quill has been very quiet. Soggy.
Don't know about that. It's certainly scanning. It uses its voice. It is to make some sort of sonar noises.
Should we go to it?
Yes, unfortunately.
Well, we have to.
Okay.
Did we
I
get
haven't-
the other ships?
I haven't found anything else of
No.
life around here. It's down there, and
Are we sure?
no, but
If I was writing this, I would absolutely put the treasure with the monster down there.
yeah, if this was a sea tale and you were hearing in a tavern, it wouldn't be, oh, we found a deep dark pit.
Right next
and
to
the
the
treasure
wreck.
was right next to it.
It
yeah.
was fine.
No,
there was also
it's
gold.
down.
No,
Yeah, it's down the pit.
absolutely. You never write so on the nose with your narrative, of course. Shall
No, it
we?
is actually just next to the hole.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
I think at this point, like, Scale will have walked up to the edge of the hole and he's just like looking. Is it like one of those things like I've seen videos of it online, but where it's like if you're underwater and you just see darkness and then it's like, and then like the diver just like jumps off and just drops, just like.
Oh no.
Here, like, the water that you're in at the moment, obviously it's a bit different because you're in the hold of the ship, but there's lots of light and there's holes because the ship's obviously sunk, so there's holes and there's quite a lot of light still streaming through from the daylight above. And so although sometimes you've been in murkier water and you've maybe only had sort of a dim view, down looking, this sort of holds, sort of a ragged rent that's sort of about 8 feet across, 4 feet the other way. It's a natural feature. It's not something that's been burrowed or dug or mined or anything like that. And it is just, from your point of view, pitch black. Make an intelligence check, Scale.
Didn't we just escape the Underdark?
9.
9. Even with a 9, because of the thought process that you've just been going through there about light and stuff like that. I know it's jabber, but I'll just attribute it to scale.
They're the same person.
They are the same person, and we've established this. It just helps.
The lab results came back.
You kind of have this flash of you're looking down into the pitch dark on the edge of the hole. If there's something down there that can see, you're probably very well framed against the brightness.
Like a little target thing up there. Just
All right. Once more into the breach.
yeah.
I think Alton will sort of stay wherever Garvin is in the line. Alton will stay back this time. No more tanking. Hashtag no more tanking.
So,
Yeah.
Shark Lady, do you wish to take...
You muted.
Yeah. That's... How about we use the elevator again?
the elevator?
Yeah.
The music starts.
We all grab hold of Garvin's armor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I think he just looks right, I take it we are doing this then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he walks off and plunges.
Yeah. Grabs hold of his armor.
Yeah, and even down here, there's little bubbles that have been trapped and sort of like, so for a second, you're all sort of blinded, even with the light coming down, just by the sort of curtain of bubbles that's throwing up. And after a few seconds, it's probably about another 90, 100 feet down.
Jeez.
So to begin with, it's just this sort of ragged hole, and it's going at a slight angle. So you're sort of jumping a bit and then having to move and then jumping a bit and having to move and then jumping a bit. And then you jump a bit and there's nothing. And you're just falling. The same sensation that you had when you jumped into the open ocean. And you eventually land. And again, this is a very, very fine white sandy bottom.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. And there is a very dark black rock around it. You can barely see, even unless you have dark vision, you can barely see your hand at the end of your arm. But you've come down quite close to a wall, and you can see that this is an incredibly uneven shape. There's all sorts of nooks and crannies and things like that. Any of you with dark vision of more than 60 feet?
No.
I have less than 1.
Yeah, so those of you without dark vision, you're basically blind at this moment in time. And those of you with dark vision, you can't see any of the sides of this chamber other than the one that's just sort of 10 feet behind you. But I will... There is, however, as Scale thought, shafts of sunlight coming down from the sort of chimney, for want of a better word, that you came down. I'll just...
I light a torch.
Roll 20.
Wait, sorry, did further than 60, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just so I didn't miss it.
I will light a torch down here.
Doesn't seem to work.
I was
I
just going to
a shug. Go ahead.
should I use my glow orb, or do we feel like something is watching us?
Yes and yes.
And just as you say that, you hear that same sort of noise and clicking and clacking. And down here, you can feel it in your chest reverberating. It's now a loud noise. There is almost a physical manifestation of it echoing in your own chests, sonically, and it doesn't have any effect on you. There's no saving throws or anything, but it is loud down here.
That's a good thing with being underwater. They can't tell if you wet yourself.
So a little sort of purple sort of cloud appears around Mara. This has got that special Simic swimming pool dye in it.
That may be a little bit too bright, Miss Mara. Do you have anything smaller?
I don't really.
Anyone?
What was that? A match? Or what was that?
I said. Does someone have a light? I'll just say it out of character because no one's answering me.
I think the drift globe you can cast. It is just a light spell on it. You can make it daylight. But
Okay.
It doesn't have to be that bright. It's just the light cantrip or spell.
Yeah, but did he want something smaller than light?
No. I thought you were going to do the big golf ball of light. You know.
No.
Don't ask what golf is. It's a fey thing.
I just imagine like the Stag King.
God fucking damn it! Breaking his clubs.
the tiny golf cart. Come on, motherfucker! Yeah, Mara releases the drift globe and says the magic word, Aetharn, and it begins to glow. Oh no!
Okay.
Immediately regret the decision.
Everyone make perception checks.
Luckily, I'm good at this. I'll know before I'll die.
22.
16.
12.
13. I rolled
What?
a 2. I rolled a 2.
So,
Whoa.
Everybody instantly sees
The eyes.
One eye. That's what we're standing on.
the priestess that you kind of were searching for, and she is about 60 feet away from you, so sort of right on the edge of the spell, the light being cast by the spell. And next to her, you also see another couple of
Shachachogwyn.
And those of you that got more than a 14 also see something quite unsettling. Behind the priestess seems to be another nook. It's not another room, it's just a slightly larger, twisted piece of rocky structure of this crevice. And all you seem to see in there are twisted, writhing coils of muscle reaching out to you with large tentacles, each of them covered in sharp-edged suckers. And it is
I don't like this.
No.
a very disturbing sight.
No.
Oh my god.
There.
No.
Yeah.
And now we must face Squid in his second
No,
form.
it's an octopus, man.
Well.
Or it's the greatest octopus of them all.
Moby Dick.
I think it's called a kraken. Alright, so we see all these. Have they seen us?
Yes.
Alright,
Absolutely. Well, you don't know about the writhing mass of tentacles.
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
The priestess and the minor Sahagwin definitely have, and I think at that moment in time, it is time for initiative.
Why would you do that to us?
Yeah.
17.
Did we all agree on a meat grinder campaign when I wasn't here? Or...
I am not that bad.
There was a pause there.
Can I... okay, I didn't actually say this, so I won't say anything. It's fine.
No, because I kind of jumped into initiative, so
Biggest dice.
we can see there's 30 seconds of just everyone staring at each other. So
as
if Alton wants to say or do something,
we'll say as Garvin sort of and says, And I see the caster. I say, I sort of put my hand on his shoulder and I say, well, this is for you now. Selir and you can take the punches, not me. And now you are faster. And casts haste on him.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So he doubles his speed, gains +2 to his AC, and has advantage on dex saves. And he gains an extra action each turn for the next minute.
Cool.
Cool.
So I have.
I'll put it in
Alton,
chat
17,
just in case you need to read through it.
Cyric at 16. Garvin's
17.
17 as well. 8 for scale. Mara?
9.
9.
9.
Wizard hate.
I was meant to say haste.
Wizard hate.
Yeah, whatever. It was 1 a.m. when I did it. Relax. I'll fix it another day.
It looks so much better like this, though.
Wizard hate. Yeah. The kobolds have been filling up my character sheets again.
Okay. Why is these sheets not opening up? Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's the same. Sorry. So many initiatives to roll.
Oh. Each tentacle
No,
gets
there's
its own
3.
attack.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's enough.
The squid is a pacifist, so
Yeah. The Kraken likes to watch.
No.
Yeah, he's got all of his arms crossed in the corner. Just unbundled
Yeah.
arms.
Peace is the only option.
the Sahara,
We just don't understand him. He's actually just being really nice.
the Saharan forgot their sacrifice this month, and he won't do anything for them today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, it's like a Tuesday, and he hasn't done his shopping yet, and he's kind of like, not really in the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just goes, oh yeah, there's anyone like a nice chilled Riesling? Okay, so Alton, Garvin, what is your dex score? Because there is a tie.
Okay, well, I am +2.
I think that's better than Garvin. So
Yeah.
Alton will go first, as is often the way.
Wait,
What is-
I'm going first?
First. What is
Ooh.
Garvin's dexterity score?
1 + 1.
No, but what's the actual score?
Oh, sorry. Check. 13.
12. Oh, 13.
Okay,
Close.
that's fine. Right.
Well, I had 2 chances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50% chance.
It was
Alton.
a 50-50.
So
Yeah.
you have just cast haste on Garvin.
Yeah.
And you are the quickest to react.
Okay, do I get my full action?
Mhm.
Okay.
What I'll say is, I'll give you the choice. You either get your full action, or and I'll probably take like 3 of the 10 rounds off of haste because there'll have been a little time wasted for this to happen. Or that is your action. I'll give you the choice of which you would rather. Because obviously, if you've not
Yeah, I
cast
get you.
haste at the beginning of this combat,
No, I
then
get you, and I didn't
sometime
say it.
later-
I didn't say it either. So,
Yeah. No,
um,
I don't mind either way. I'll allow you to decide which way you want to go.
I'd rather have a 10-round hasted dwarf. I'll I'll leave him to his thing, and I get a bonus, but I don't really have anything I can do with a bonus. So, I think Alta goes, ah. That's it.
Okay, that's fine.
Ah.
Garvin is indeed next. So the priestess and the Sahogwin are about 60 feet in front of him, and whatever the entity is just behind them.
Okay. What do you say, Squid? Would he draw the dwarven axe, the big magical one, or would he have the sword and board for this?
He's your character.
Well, he's your character, but
No.
No, I know,
That's-
but with these sorts of wee things like this, I've always just left that into your.
Well, yeah, he will draw the axe. The I forget what it's
So
called. The
the
edge of the
plus
mountain.
2 AC of haste is going to counteract the loss of the shield, so he's actually be at the same AC.
Okay.
So that's fine. His speed is doubled, so basically he's got 25 feet of movement instead of 12 because of
Yeah.
the terrain under the haste.
And the hasted action can be used to dash if needed.
Yeah, he could move 50
Yeah.
feet.
Yes,
Mm,
absolutely.
Well, not 50. It would be because it would
Like
just
25.
gain. Oh no,
Yeah,
it would be another 12 added to that because it's
Well,
not.
no, because
another-
his movement doubles.
Oh right, it is.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
he's a fast door.
And he also has plus
Basically,
2 to he also has plus 2 to his AC, I was just going to say as well, for terror.
So he's just
yeah,
kind
but
of
what
like
we're
a
saying is
blur.
because he's
legs.
not using his shield, that's just counteracting the fact he's not using his shield.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
whichever way terror.
But it's
is
still
played.
good. Don't get me wrong.
He dashes forward because they were at a certain distance,
They're
right?
at 60
They
feet.
were 60 feet away, so he's now 10 feet away from them.
Yeah. So he does that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good call.
And I
Super duper.
just got a call, so I'll be right back.
No, that's fine. Sirik, you're next up.
Yeah.
Actually,
finished.
you're not. Sorry, you're not. You're not.
Aw.
Sorry, apologies. It is the large creature that you see, and you see these things. I'm sure you've probably seen it in a nature documentary. Is these coiled, writhing tentacles now sort of fan out the wall as it sort of pulls itself out of thing, and you do see a huge octopus type creature. This is probably about 45 feet across. It's enormous, 10 times the size of Alton at least. And with those tentacles, it moves a little bit to the side, and you see them unfurling, and they reach out, and they reach past the priestess, and they reach Garvin. And I'm going to make 3 tentacle attacks on Garvin. First one is a 13, so that misses. The second one is a 27, so that hits. And the third one is a 16, which I think misses, so I think it only hits. Yep, so I think that was a 27, I think I said. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's your inspiration. Sorry, it's the same as your bardic die. Does a 20 hit Garvin?
No.
Okay, so
Oh.
you managed to avoid the 3 attacks as these things, and its tentacles sort of go back inwards.
Oh.
Well, no,
Your
I don't
audio.
mean like retreat. It's come out, but it's grabbed out, and as part of the action, they're now just sort of swirling around its body again. So they've not
Dobra,
stayed
shat.
extended. It's like punching. And
Apologies,
dropping
Chad.
back
I was
sort of
muted. I got you. We're good.
thing. Not a problem. Sorry, Sirik.
I just cutting words it so I protected Garvin from getting hit. That's all.
Yeah, alright. I'll take aim for the priestess
Mm-hmm.
with my Eldritch Blast and see what I
Not a
get.
problem.
A crit fail and a 23.
The priestess, that does hit her, and does 13 points of damage. Sorry, I'm just popping out these character sheets. Do you want to do anything else? Any movement or?
I'll move back a bit, if in a sort of sense, I guess. So 10 feet, maybe.
Yeah, 10 feet is as much as you can go back, because then you feel the sort of rough, uneven surface of the wall behind you.
Yeah, okay. That's good. That's what I'll do.
That's fine. Mara, you're next.
Right. Let's see. I look disparagingly at as Garvin runs away, because he might be the one I wanted to buff, but never mind.
You're the one who moved him.
Mara looks disparagingly. No, yeah, she'll have two characters to fight each other.
Yes.
Crap. We shall try to use. Oh, if I only had guiding bolts. Everybody's really sort of far away, and I move half speed, so that's 15. So I'll move forward, and that means they're like at 35 feet away from me.
45.
45. Damn it. Shit. Yeah, I might just dash instead. Because everything is kind of heavy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Any bonus action?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, that has 60 feet. So I shall cast Golden Scythe, or the Spirit Weapon, at level 5.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
So the Golden Scythe that normally appears instead also has arms attached to it that seems to grip onto it with like golden van braces or
big buff arms.
Yeah, like big like golden
muscly
arms that are sort of holding onto it. And it sort of appears. Would 60 be at the Kraken? Or we don't know if it is a.
Oh no, it's 60. Yes, it's within 60 feet. If you've dashed, yes, absolutely would be.
Okay, so then I do that. Pop over there with the level 5 spirit weapon. Don't remember if it can attack the first round.
Yes, it can.
It's a bonus action.
Right. So then, shit. Where did I put the? There it is. And that would then be. Sorry, everyone. My brain is slower than usual, which is very sad. Let's see. So that would then put it. Increases 1d for every 2 slots above the second level. Then
you still have to roll to hit. So let's do that first.
Sure. Do. Yes. Nat 1. Never mind. That's a good start.
Solid.
Yeah. I remember we fought the dragon. I used my guiding
so
balls.
at the end of Mara's turn, the Kraken takes one of its legendary actions and reaches out another tentacle to attack Mara. It rolls a nat 1 as well, so you manage to duck as another one of its tentacles fling out.
I counter your failure with a failure of my own.
Yes, absolutely. And with that, we pass to Scale.
Yes. Scale will move forth, whatever half of 45 is.
22.
22.5.
Yeah.
And be within 60. Sure.
Well, yeah, absolutely, you're within 60 feet, yeah.
And
but Scale's got a swim speed though, doesn't she? So your movement's not halved, so you can just move
you're
forward.
right.
You're not under the same restrictions as
you're
theirs.
right. So is the priestess within 45 feet?
She will be now.
Yes, I will run up to the priestess.
Oh right, sorry. When you started, no, she was 60 feet away from you at the start of your turn.
Right.
She's within
I will
that
run
range.
up 45 feet,
Yep.
and because I don't think I mentioned this last time, this attack actually does radiant damage, unbeknownst to me. I did some reading over the week. So the weird. So once again, she claps her hands together, and this time there's like like one shaft of light from above, like kind of like meets in the middle of her hands as she hits her hands together, and like creates a bubble of reflected water, and then just shoots that out to the.
Nice.
Shoots 3 of them actually, because screw that priestess.
Fair enough.
God, that's not good rolls.
There are no goblins nearby, right?
Does a 10 hit?
No, 10 does not hit.
Did a 10 even hit the sharks?
What about an 18?
An 18 does hit.
Cool. So I got a 10, an 11, and an 18. So those are my damage.
Yeah. The 10 and 11 miss, but the 18 hits.
Yes, it was 7 radiant damage.
Nice.
As it explodes in a puff of light in its eyes, and it hates it.
You can almost see the priestess sort of like, you're attacking me.
Yeah.
You're the ads first. Classic tactic.
I'm not the star of this show.
And I do raids. Always kill the ad. One of those was the bonus action.
All right, okay, that's fine. At the end of your turn, the Kraken is going to take another legendary action. And you sort of see it sort of start sort of moving around some of its tentacles. By the way, I should clarify, I'm calling it a Kraken just because that's what the characters have decided it in. It may or may not actually be one. And you can see lightning start to crackle at the end of 3 of its tentacles. And it's going to shoot one at Mara, one at Garvin, and one at Scale, because you're the 3 closest people to them. So I need all 3 of you to make...
Can I counterspell that?
Is it an ability or is it a
it's
spell?
it's a natural magical ability, not a spell. So I don't
think you can.
So I need all of you to make a DC 16 dexterity saving
God
throw.
damn it.
I just realized had Alton hasted me, I would have 6 attacks.
I considered that
Goddamn
we needed
monks.
a tank more.
That's true. That's true.
Goddamn monks.
We needed a tank, but we need the tank to start hitting stuff so he becomes the target.
Like, you can play mage to roll dice, but you should play monk to really roll dice.
This was a dex save?
Yes,
I
Fuck.
have evasion.
you do indeed.
I take 0 damage.
Oh!
Yep.
I got 18.
Okay, so you can take half damage. And Garvin?
Oh yeah, I need to know what
He gets advantage on dex saves. Is it? It's not a dex save, is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
dex
Oh
save.
yeah.
Okay, so he gets advantage because he's hasted.
Oh, that's good. I mean, then again, his ability is barely higher than mine. But then again... yeah, no.
Right, so Mara, you take 13 lightning damage, and Garvin takes 26 lightning damage.
And Scales dodges the fucking lightning.
Yes, you all see. I think that would be something that everyone would be quite aware of. That Scale is moving so fast and with great deals of dexterity, when the rest of you are sort of struggling through the water.
I imagine it's sort of like Iron Man when he's avoiding the 2 nukes missiles that are coming up. He just goes.
Yeah, it's like in the water, you have like a 3rd dimension, so you like kind of like,
Yeah.
like this whole weird shape.
How much damage did Garvin take? 20...
26 and 13 for Mara.
Yeah.
And with that, it is the Hogwin I think they are both going to move up and attack. So you have two Sahogwin in front of you. First one rolls. Oh, natural 20 on the first roll.
Oh,
Who's he hitting?
That's
Scale.
you.
Oh, both of them moved up to attack scale.
Why would you do that?
Can you not see our tank over there?
yeah. Why didn't you hit the metal box?
Look at
over
the
there? That's
armored
great.
dwarf.
It's fine. The dwarf can just.
The armor dwarf that's engaged with the big tentacly creature.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. He's where he needs to be.
Yeah, so they don't do a lot. So it bites you on your neck, and you do get 7 points of piercing damage.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
Its next attack is a 13.
No.
The other one uses its spear against you, tries to jab you a couple of times. First one is an 18,
Yes.
and the second one is a 16.
No.
Okay, so you take a massive 3 points of piercing damage as it pokes you in the side with its spear.
I don't have a lot of health. I have 56 total. This is not a high number.
How far away are you from me?
45 feet away. Wait, you
Well-
moved two.
No, you two are very close together because Mara
Very
moved up.
close. Yeah, you dashed. I am 15 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Right, let me hobble towards you.
On your turn.
Well, it's on your turn.
No, of course. No, I break the turn.
It is the priestess next, and she is recognizing Mara. She is going to cast another
Guiding bolt.
and she's going to do this one at 3rd level.
My personal hell.
What is she doing? A guiding bolt, is it?
Guiding bolt
bolt.
at third level.
I love
I should
this.
just cast Sanctuary on myself and lay down.
Yeah.
Now, what does she get? What's her wisdom? So that's +2, a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that will be 4d6, 5d6.
At
You did a 3rd level?
3rd level, yeah. So one, yeah. So it'll be 5d6.
Yeah.
Right, so I might not come over and heal you.
Your armor. Yeah. You might just be like,
Don't worry.
Yeah. Thud.
Listen,
Oh,
just pray for ones. Use Joaquin's blessing, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Please.
a damn it.
She's like, nah.
16, 19 points of radiant damage.
Joaquin, damn it.
And I need you to make a DC 10. Oh no, it's not. No, the spiritual weapon's not not concentration. So don't worry about that.
How much damage did you say again?
19.
19.
And
You're already after taking a nice bit of damage. You haven't even done anything.
she uses her.
Bloodied.
She uses her 40 foot of swim speed to back off away.
Oh,
Bitch.
yeah. You bitch.
Mhm,
She
mhm.
bitch slapped me and ran away. Bitch.
Yeah. At the end of the turn,
Let me
I'm not a
guess.
layer action.
Let me guess.
ooh.
No.
Don't say noises like that.
Yeah.
At the end of
Kraken baby spawn.
You called it terror.
No.
No.
I should never say anything during boss fights because it's always something that happens. The goblin runs away with the axe.
Yes, I was talking to Squid earlier, and he literally said, "Sometimes I just go with whatever you say. So let's not say stuff."
Although
Gold.
you'll realise, because I have prepared, that this
Yeah.
is not something that
No,
terror
clearly,
just-
this is a layer
So
action.
you see a small swarm of squid-like creatures appear.
Oh, little
And in my
squids, huh?
mind, it was like, how can this get worse? Four of them.
I will temporarily make one very big so you can have a look at it.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
squid.
That's
It's your
beautiful.
children.
Now that is a squid.
And it's a squid. Oh, so this thing might not be a kraken.
It's an octopus.
Under the sea.
Alton
the
doesn't
sea.
know that. They're all just weird, squishy things to him.
Yes.
Definitely comes to me.
And they all seem to dart about, and they sort of come out of the cave behind where the creature itself came from. They seem to be incredibly nimble and dexterous, but they sort of start swarming close to Garvin and Scale, but they do not take any actual actions. So, first round of combat. How does everyone feel like it's going?
No.
Run away!
Not fantastically, I'm going to be
Run
honest.
away!
Looking around the table right now.
Let's jump down the giant hole in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
We all know where
That's
we had to go.
That's how it feels like.
We knew what was happening.
Yeah, we knew what was up.
Did we
Yeah.
tell anyone we were coming here?
Only the Azure Wizard.
Yeah,
Only the multi-dimensional wizard.
we're
Yeah.
Gucci. Don't
So-
worry.
So
about it.
technically,
die
we
here.
told. So in theory, we told 500 people where we were going.
Yeah. We're socialites now.
Great. Alton, back to you again.
I'll move up 40 feet.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the caster to me?
If you move up 40 feet, she's now 60 feet away because she backed away 40
She
feet.
backed 40.
So at the start
we're
of your
still-
turn, she was 100. Yeah.
Clever girl. And as for the clever puss, how far is the octopus from me?
So how far did you move up? Sorry.
40.
40 feet. So it's
Okay.
20.
20 away.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's 20 away.
Clever girl with.
I can
Sorry.
I can sense a key in rumblings.
Almost said myself.
There's nothing
I-
for you here.
I can't cast something that requires concentration, or I lose haste, right? If I do that,
If haste is
Yeah.
a concentration spell,
yeah, haste is a con. Yeah, it's for a minute. So that's
there's no save. It's just you have to drop
Yeah.
the concentration to do that.
yeah.
That would also be the same if you wanted to hold any spell as an action, because that requires concentration to hold a spell.
I get you. Sorry about this, guys.
No, not at all.
Fireball.
Wizard hate.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool if you could cast haste at higher levels. My God. But alas, just have an invincible little dwarven man.
Yeah, you could also know if that was possible. I'd just give characters to have it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There isn't mass haste anymore? Oh.
If you're a sorcerer, you can twin cast it.
I'm gonna wand of magic missiles.
Yeah.
Pop some magic missiles into this octopus, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
How
So
many charges are you going to use up?
considering can't do a whole lot else as long as the haste's up, I'll probably just put in the one charge.
Cool.
9 charges.
Not anymore. I use
It's a Tom-
12
Tom-
missiles. Come on.
You wanna play rough?
4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and 4, 9, and 3 is 11. Into the gooeyest center, whatever that looks like.
It's a beak.
The clever.
No, that wouldn't be gooey. Maybe
No, I
just
think
the mouth
it's
around the
probably
beak.
it's sort of floppy brain bit as well.
Yeah. Let's get him in the brain bit.
Yeah,
Gooshy.
floppy brain bit.
Gushy brain.
Yeah.
Calamari
Anyway, so,
tonight.
and then Alton will cower in fear.
Good choice. Good choice.
Just I want to check. Yeah, I might actually. Was Mara right next to me?
You
run away.
should be within like 5 or 10 feet. Of
Yeah.
you.
I'll give her a quick pop of a healing word as well, just at first level.
Yay.
So, brunk, and you get. Ooh, that's 3 plus. I know it's huge. 3 plus 6, 9.
That's
You get
huge.
9 HP,
9.
baby.
Ooh, damn. But I'm no longer bloodied. That's good.
So he just looks over to you, and in Siricord you hear, Laius.
What?
You hear Laius.
Okay.
Laius. At
Laius.
the end of your turn, as you're the first person to have damaged him, he's going to use a legendary action to attack you with a tentacle.
Thanks for taking that hit from me, Alton.
I'm about to take a whole lot more, Miss Mara.
Does a 14 hit?
It does not. Alton stands as the breeze of a tide sort of washes his hair back.
Good. Garvin is next. So
Yep.
I think he's 20 feet away. So
Well, he moves.
well, no, sorry,
he's
he's got.
hasted.
He's 10 feet away.
He's 10,
10
feet.
feet. He moves up and he attacks.
That's fine.
Good choice.
Yes, with
Remember,
the
he gets
the
2
axe.
full. He gets 2 full actions too, by the way. So
Yeah,
just so you
and
know.
since he's had a short rest, he gets everything back.
Yeah,
no.
Give me
fighters.
2 seconds. I'll be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is he
Yeah,
going to come back with a beard
One
on?
thing to say is, although he gets an extra action.
Yeah, he gets action
doesn't- he
bonus
doesn't-
and action with a melee weapon specific.
Yes, but when he's attacking with the hasted action, he doesn't
There we
get
go.
multi-attack. He only gets 1 extra.
Oh yeah.
no. So
Yeah,
he gets 3 attacks essentially.
3 attacks.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He can take 3 attacks.
Yes. Oh
Go
yes, I need
terror,
to.
go
Or
terror, go.
5 times with action surge.
Yes.
Yeah.
5 times with action surge.
So he moves up
Mhm.
and he swings, but I don't. The edge of the mountain was not added to this sheet, so I have no idea what it does.
1d12 plus 2.
1d12.
It's a plus 2
Okay.
act.
Okay,
It's pretty sweet.
It's
Right.
a good axe.
so we'll take the first swing.
So add a 2 to whatever his normal plus 2 attack is,
Right.
which
So
is, I think, a plus 9. So it'd be
Strength.
plus 11. It'd be plus 11 to whatever he hits.
21.
21 hits.
Right, and it was a D12.
D12
Yes.
plus
Uh,
strength plus 2.
Right. So then 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a giant?
No.
Pretty big.
It's pretty big.
It's huge. But giant is a specific type of creature, nothing
It is.
to do with size.
Oh, that's bad.
Are sea trolls giants?
No, they're trolls.
Trolls count as giants still, right?
No, they don't.
I'm not sure.
They
in
speak
5e.
giant as well.
Anyway,
Giants are giants.
Either way.
They're giant. No, never mind.
none of which are in this cave at the bottom of the sea.
You never know. That's a crit.
Okay.
Oh,
It's good.
Ooh, because of 19.
No.
Yay! And then that is. Come on, brain. That is 10, 7, 2.
One thing that I'm saying here is, have you been rolling these at disadvantage because Garvin has disadvantage on melee attacks?
That is true. No, I have not. Should I re-roll the first
So-
one as well?
Well, no. What to do is use the first 2 rolls will be the disadvantage roll for the first attack.
okay.
So
Okay,
that,
so
So
then-
you hit.
so
You just
that
didn't
hit.
natty 20.
Then-
So it's still hit, but it's not a crit.
Okay.
So you've
Alright,
done
so
that.
Roll
So
2
now you do
20s now,
another
please.
2.
Or a
This
19
is the
and 20.
second attack.
Oh. Well, one of them was a 19 and the other one was an 11. So that's 11 plus...
22.
Yeah.
Still hits.
You can't. It's hard to miss.
Please, a big.
God damn it, brain.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of math.
Yeah, but I'm also so out of it.
That's fine.
Or maths, as you Europeans call it.
I don't speak of math.
So you've got a third attack from the haste now.
And then that's a miss.
Is it?
Because we don't actually know. I don't think so anyway. But so that would be
No, I'll take it. If you say it's a miss, that's fine.
16. Fucking dog.
16 hits.
Oh damn.
Wait a minute. Actually, does it?
It's pretty big, so it must.
I mean,
it doesn't. Sorry, 16 just misses.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
then
that
we
means
shall
15
use.
hits.
That means. Would this be the moment? No, yeah, probably better to wait for a moment when we can not have the disadvantage. To use the action surge.
Probably. When we're going to the surface.
Yeah, that'll be real sweet when we're
Hey, Edel.
dead.
I think that's his turn. Oh, sorry, Edel.
That's
Alright,
fine.
man. Good go. Well done, Gavin.
It is the big creature's turn next, and it is not happy with Garvin after being hit. So
Good.
it is going to make 3 attacks on him. First one is 30. Does a 30 hit Garvin?
Let me look.
I would just like to say that wasn't a crit either. I'll do the rolls and then I'll do the damage afterwards.
Is it too late to switch weapons?
Actually, no, I need to do it one by one. So can Garvin make a DC 18 strength check?
Oh, it's strength at least. Let's see, I forget what.
Is it a save?
Yes.
18 you said?
Yes.
Yeah, he's made it.
That's fine. He can feel that the creature has attempted to grapple him, but
Oh, damn.
in the meantime, it does do
That's a bad sucking feeling.
15 points of bludgeoning damage to him.
Thwack.
Well, that's cocked. 25 to hit, and another strength check.
Wait, what was the first one you said? 18 damage.
No. The DC was 18.
Oh, sorry.
I can't remember. Let's say it was about a 10, I think it was.
Okay, sure. And then another strength.
I think it was higher than that, but we'll just say 10.
We'll get there. We'll all die. He makes it.
Okay. 17 points of bludgeoning damage the second time.
Right. It's coughing up blood.
And another 25. So another strength check.
That is exactly 18.
Then you pass.
That's a pass. And 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
This guy hurts.
Yes.
Where is Salir?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think us being here has something to do with him being gone.
Weird.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
The Krakenlings go now.
Motherfucker.
And they are going to shoot forward and go after the furthest away creature, which is Cyric, because you have just been stood at the back. So they don't attack, but they double movement, and you now have 5 wee squids that are about a foot long each, circling around you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And after that, it is Mara.
Right. First of all, bonus action to take a swing at the
Kraken.
The Kraken.
The aboleth.
Could be.
Come on, brain. My brain is way behind today. 17.
17 hits.
Woohoo!
Yes.
2d8.
thing.
I think.
No, it's more than that because he cast it at 5th level.
But it's every 2 levels above level
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, so it was wasteful to do it at 5, but
Yeah. So it'll be 3d8.
Yeah.
4d8. 3d8. 3d8.
let's see. Especially when one turns out to be a 1. That is 19 damage. Radiant damage.
Force.
Superb.
Force.
Yeah,
It's
it's
force
force
damage.
damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Any
Right.
action or movement?
How far away am I from Garvin?
Garvin is just about 10 feet in front of you because... Oh, no, he went right up to it, so he's more like 25 feet in front of you.
And I can't. We heard what that was.
We can hear that slurping noise. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not married.
Sorry. I thought I was muted.
It's
Mara
fine.
will move forward.
Scandalous.
Indeed.
Mara will heal herself.
I knew
Yep.
you Swedes were dirty folk.
Okay.
Come on, calm down.
Nice to see you,
Always
Mr.
the
Cyric.
one. Right, so I'll cast the Cure Wounds at myself
Mm-hmm.
to heal my broken spirit. Right, and we shall cast it at level 1. We don't really. Right, and I'll take care of all of this because that's everything.
Yeah, that's fine. Scale, your name.
Okay. So, Scale sort of begins, like the water around her sort of like begins to like vibrate a little bit. And she does a double palm strike that the 2 dudes next to. And we'll roll those. One's a crit, one's not.
Oh, nice.
But I'm going to need a con save from each of them because I'm double stunning striking them.
Ooh.
Monk bullshit.
Yeah. Monk, for those with all the dice.
DC 15.
They have a +1. They are mighty.
Mighty men.
We've got an 11 and a 17. So one
Ooh,
passes, one fails.
Okay.
And they're both
I-
uninjured at this moment in time, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Which.
Yeah.
The way the dice is the right-hand side one that passed, the left-hand side one that failed.
Okay. The non-critical is 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The critical is 12 damage.
Okay.
And then whichever one is stunned, I am hitting again.
That's fine.
So you sort of do the thing, then look whoever's stunned and like.
And
yeah,
then like roundhouse kick whatever one is still. Yeah.
He seems dazed.
15 to hit?
Yeah, that hits then.
Cool. Trolls are giants. They're large giants.
Oh, there you go. Why? We're not fighting trolls.
Yeah, stop talking about trolls, everyone.
In my mind.
8 damage for that one again.
That one is on the raggedy edge, but you have bloodied both of them.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
And once, yeah, and that's it. That one bonus action was the roundhouse kick.
Yeah, that's fine. It is them and the priestesses go. So one of them does not get to attack you. The other one gets to attack you twice. First one is a 16.
Missed. Weird having a higher AC than 14.
Yeah, and the second one is even less than that. It's only a 12.
Enemies not having advantage? Enemies missing?
Oh no!
What is this?
Both of them do have advantage. That was two attacks with advantage. 'Cause they have an ability that if you're
Right.
not on full
I'm
hit
blood.
points,
Yeah.
blood frenzy.
I'm just blooded.
Okay,
Priestess.
that is their goal. What is the priestess going to go?
Alright, I'm gonna take off the 2 key points that I used. That's my favorite part about Stunning Strike is, like, you could use it as many times a turn as you want, as long as you hit.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Too bad you can't use it consecutively. Oh, it worked. Stun, 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 stun.
She is going to
Rescind her faith. She has seen the light. Not that laugh.
I don't know if it matters at all, but my punches also are considered magical, so if they have, like, any weird resistances.
Of course it is. We've
Fucking
seen it.
monks.
I mean, they're like 1/2
I have magic fists.
challenge rating. They're not very good.
In a sense, right? Or like
She
when
is going to continue her assault on the enemy priestess, I'm afraid. Guiding bolt at 3rd level again.
I love it.
my AC just increased to 100.
Counterspell.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
That's good.
Is that third? It's automatic at 3rd level, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. You can see she sort of gives you a really evil look, but
And
that
shrugs.
is-
Nice job. Very nice job.
And at the end of her turn, the Kraken's going to.
If we defeat the Kraken, should this episode be Kraken 1 off?
Wow.
Thank you, Emerald.
Horrendous.
I even
you.
understood that.
It is going to use another lightning storm.
Yeah.
So, Garvin, Scale, and Alton this time for dexterity saving throw of DC 18.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Dex save, yeah?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Nice. You'll take
Which
half
is-
damage.
Yeah.
I too will take half damage.
Okay. So you failed, but your evasion is getting half
Yeah.
damage. Okay. And Garvin?
I'm just looking if there's some bullshit I can pull to get out of this.
Well,
But,
he gets advantage because of the haste.
oh, that's true. Oh,
And he's got the fighter flexing where I think you can re-roll it at once or something.
Indomitable or something like that.
yeah,
If you fail, you can choose to reroll once per long
Yeah.
rest.
yeah, because he got 17, so I might as well. I still have the advantage on an indomitable reroll, right?
Probably not, but fuck it. I'll just say yes because you only get it often.
Oh, there's a 5. No, that's even worse.
5 on an advantage roll.
Did you
Wow.
did you
Yeah.
roll did you roll damage on that or did I miss it?
Not yet.
I was
Oh,
wait-
okay,
I was
okay,
waiting
okay.
who everyone got.
Apologies.
Yeah, waiting for my pain to be
yeah,
made real.
fucker, that's 2 off maximum damage.
Huh.
So that's 28 damage for a failure, 14 for a pass.
Okay.
Right,
3d10.
right. So Garvin is just a cloud of blood at this point.
And I think at the top of this order, it's at our customary break time. So,
Yeah.
Mm.
But I haven't had my go.
oh shit! I'm really sorry.
So I have no idea.
Every week, man. Every week. Emerald, you should start taking this personally, man. This is out of order.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
You should have been before the fucking Kraken. Sorry, right on you.
I thought that, well, the
sorry.
Kraken was a legendary action.
Yeah, no, but it should have
Oh.
been before its proper. No, just after its proper turn. Before Mara. Very sorry, Surik.
You were
It
busy
is
smooching.
Yes,
It is
let's do that
yeah.
before we go to the break.
All right. So I'm surrounded by squids.
Squidlings.
Squidlings.
Okay, I don't want to be here, so I'm gonna use
Me going,
Thunder Step. Yeah, I'm gonna make some weird noises, moves, and after that, the air around me, or the water around me, starts to crackle a bit, and then I disappear in a flash of light as I cast Thunder Step.
Nice.
up the hole.
So they have to roll.
Con save.
Yes, a con
Understand.
save.
Thunder Step is such a dramatic, visual move.
It's also very loud.
Yeah, but imagine if you could do that during a metal concert. It would be the
4 and a 9 for the first two. An 11 and an 18 for the second two.
So everyone fails.
And 5 for the last one.
Yep, no one succeeds.
So an 18 fails?
He's got
Yeah, 19.
That's fine. So all of them fail.
it's real strong.
What
So-
damage is being done?
3 d10s.
Damn.
Damn.
What level is that spell?
It's just awesome. 3D
Is there
things.
any
Warlock.
other
I don't remember.
Sorry, say that again, Sarah.
question? Do I add any damage modifiers to it, or is it just...
You
don't
add a
think so.
+1 because I think your whatever warlock thing.
Your
No, you have to.
warlock pack.
No.
Rod.
Rod doesn't affect damage. Just AC.
No.
So nope.
Okay.
I just remembered
What?
something.
So 3 d10s then.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
should put a
So-
fucking sticky note.
Wow. That's butchery of
What
anything.
type of damage does it do?
Thunder.
Thunder damage. Okay.
Concussive.
Yeah, basically.
That was...
Oh
that
my
was
god.
wimpy. 3 d10s. I rolled 6 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't how I
It
envisioned
happens.
it. Yeah, that's fine.
You know, it just shows you how swingy dice can be, because that's
Yeah.
exactly the same roll I just rolled 28 on.
Yeah. Like could have been
Thunderous.
30. Was 6.
They were all struck by thunder and mild annoyance.
And how far away sorry, I forgot that. How far away from them are you now?
I teleported away about 55 feet, I guess.
Cool. That's
Uh,
fine. That's no problem at all. Right.
All right, shall we?
Take our break
Yes.
just now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay,
That was a good spell.
that was quite a good spell, everyone.
Quite a good
Yeah.
spell, friend.
All right, so we'll just take 5, 10, back to